Hello everyone, this is Russell Carlin, and this is my post-mortem video. And for this month, summarizing the development process that we had to go through, it was really just a lot of planning. Sometimes that planning comes later than sooner. You get halfway through it and you go, no, it's not working, and you have to change everything around. But definitely having a plan is something that you should start off with. Second part is just get going. I tend to have a issue with actually getting into the code mode, as I like to call it. It's kind of a bad thing for me. But when I get there and I actually I'm focused, I just really kick it. And that's how I work. But that is one of the steps, is kind of getting into that mode and going for it. So the next thing is debugging. Just debugging, lots and lots of debugging. I say I put it out here twice because it never ends. You get through one part and you debug, and then you debug again, and then you get to the next part and then you debug, and that's pretty much the whole development process when you're actually doing the coding. Is just putting in a block of code, debug it, put in a block of code, debug, and it's kind of grueling, but that's how it is. So, and then the last step is just finishing it off. Just really getting it polished and everything. So for me this month, I actually didn't get a lot of polishing. It's not the best looking thing that's out there, and I realized that, because I really just didn't have a lot of time. I was busy doing the actual code and getting all the functionality and making sure that it actually does something. So I did get that part down, but the visual part is just a really basic, blah, nothing special kind of look to it. And I wish I could have done more, and I probably actually will do more. Just fiddling around over the months, and getting it to somewhere where it's actually something I would possibly even want to put onto the one of the app stores. So the challenges for this month were bugs, errors, all the that kind of crap, that thing that you sit there and look for one character for 3 hours and junk. Well, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but that kind of things are always kind of roadblocks in your way. Then time, as always, not having a lot of time, short deadlines for we only have 3 weeks to actually get this all built. I technically had more because I had starting with a half finished application. So but it's still a strain when you're expecting something to only take 2 hours, and then all of a sudden it's 5 or 6 hours, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Like I don't have the time to get this done. And then knowledge, knowing everything by like the back of your hand will help immensely. If you can just go, oh, I need this UI element, this this different feature, I can just start going at it and finish it really quickly. We're not at that point where, at least I'm not at that point where I know all this stuff, so I do have to kind of look around, look up previous apps, and kind of look and say, okay, this is how I did it here. How can I modify it to fit to what I need now? And then prettying up the app. I think I spelled that wrong, but I don't know. But yeah, like I said before, I didn't really get to doing a lot of styling and design, and just getting things to look how I want them. I mean, in the sense of where they are and how having things off the screen and just that kind of stuff. And it really kind of goes hand in hand with the bugs and errors, and just they're not really bugs, but just user error or coder error, I guess you want to call it. So that is a big challenge. The accomplishments, I did get all of my list views, that's the first time I've used them. And I actually had a expandable list view. So I felt good about that because I got everything. It was actually pretty intricate and cool. So always like that. And then of course the fact that it is completely functional. Everything is working that I want it to work, how I want it to work. I guess there could always be some tweaking, but that's kind of a part of the application development process. Is you release something and then all of your users go, oh, this is not really what I like or what I would expect, and then you go back in and change that and modify it to their wants and needs. And was the app a success? I would say so, mainly because it does have all of its functionality. All of that, it's all working how it's supposed to be. It does something. To me, that's a success. So, like I said, it is lacking a bit on the visual side, but that's kind of it's a learning opportunity. So you know exactly what doesn't look good, and what being able to takes time to actually finish the look of it, because that is a big part of every app. I mean, you can have the greatest app in the world, but if it's just a bunch of dots and blurs, it's not going to be a success. So like I said, I want to improve on that part as we go through all this. So most valuable lessons: never give up. This is my second month on this course, and I feel like I did try a lot harder. I guess I knew what was expected, so I kind of came in not slacking, basically. And like I said, just never give up. I'm hoping and thinking that I'll be moving on from this course. So yeah, never give up. I'll always try. Well, thank you for watching.